All right. Hello, everybody. I'm here with Sarah Benrazek of Trilogy Sound Studio. She is the owner and CEO of Trilogy Sound Studio. So, hello, Sarah. Welcome to this week's Business Spotlight, and I really appreciate you taking some time with us today. So, let's get right to the questions.
Hi, Stephen. Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Thank you. So, what's been working best for you in the business recently?
That's a great question to get started with. I think the best things to do that work in the business is developing honest relationships with the people that you work with,
Hmm.
and doing that through real conversations and being able to confront situations that might be uncertain or just confusing. There's a lot of confusion in our industry, in the
Mm.
music industry. People are not always sure how to get into it, what can get out of it. We
Hmm.
deal a lot with intellectual property
Hmm.
issues as well. So being able to open that dialogue and open with information as well, sharing
Hmm.
information with our staff members and our colleagues, and having those honest conversations consistently is something that helps us develop trust within our organization and also with our clients, and also connecting as human beings, and
Mm.
remembering that we all here are sharing a purpose and a vision of creativity, of self
Hmm.
expression.
Hmm.
So I think relationships and developing strong working relationships with people is one of the most important things to make a business work.
Awesome. Awesome. You raised an interesting point I hadn't thought of before. In your particular case, you're dealing with newbies
Yes.
and highly experienced people who really know the ins and outs of this business, from day to day to day to day. And if you're going to maintain a long-term relationship with people and do business over long term with people, honesty and straightforwardness is a really important commodity because trust is the whole game, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. What would you say, just teeing off that, what would you say is the biggest learning since you've become a business owner?
Wow. The biggest learning. I think understanding that mistakes do happen and it's
Hmm.
okay.
Hmm.
You're never gonna figure it out 100%
Hmm.
first time or the first go
Hmm.
at an opportunity.
Hmm.
We've had a lot of situations where we thought we knew what we were doing, but
Yes.
then a month, 3 months, a year later, you look back and you're like, maybe we should have done it differently. Or now I
Hmm.
know that
Hmm.
this is, a different way, a different path of doing it.
Hmm.
So I think the biggest learning is to be patient with oneself and being
Hmm.
able to take those learning opportunities to always improve. Um,
Hmm.
I believe in a quote by Leonardo da Vinci, and I say this all the time. It's learning never exhausts the mind.
Yeah.
This is something that I truly believe in because I never think that I know everything, and I'm never
Yes.
the smartest person in the room. So if there's somebody that knows something better than I do, I want to know from them. I want to ask them
Good.
questions.
Good. Good.
So it's kind of that way, even from a leadership perspective. Um, I've never been a CEO before, so this is the first time I'm in this position,
Yeah.
and it is very challenging. It's definitely something that I'm learning every day.
Good.
Um, I develop my skills, my communication skills, because you're dealing with a lot of different people from different backgrounds,
Mm.
whether it's clients, students, colleagues, producers, engineers, everybody that comes through our company is coming from a very unique background,
Hmm.
and communication is not
Hmm.
always the same. So learning how to find that common ground,
Good.
and learning from people as well, and taking those lessons to improve continuously, I think is the biggest thing for me, and also for
Fantastic.
my business partners as well.
Fantastic. There's a principle that I've come across that I like to share with people, and that is there's no such thing as failure. There's only data.
Mm,
Treat it as something to learn from and move on.
yeah,
Make a change, adjust, use
right,
it as data. That's it. It's science.
right.
Fantastic. That's awesome. So what would you say you've learned about yourself through this journey?
I think I've learned that I'm pretty resilient.
That's a
um,
good one.
I think that, you know, being a business owner definitely puts you in situations that
Mm,
you learn the most about yourself. There are situations where you think, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. But then I
mm.
wake up the next day, I brush it off. I'm like, okay, it's a new day.
Good,
We're
good.
gonna start it again. So
Awesome.
just having that resilience and having that inner strength that really comes out in unexpected times for me
Yeah.
is something that I'm still discovering about myself.
Stay calm and keep moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic. So, what does the future look like to you?
For me personally, or for Trilogy, for our organization?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It's
I
it's a bit of a combination, isn't it?
yes, it is. Yes, it is. So I really see um, just developing a community
Hmm.
and being able to. Our mission in our company at Trilogy Sound Studio is to build a platform for music independence.
Mm,
So I started as an independent musician that really didn't know anything about the industry. And
mm,
I've gone through situations where I wish there was somebody there to tell me, like, maybe you should look at these contracts. Maybe you
mhm,
should, learn about how intellectual property, works and how you can protect yourself in the future.
mhm,
So I didn't have that starting out. And
mhm,
I'm at a fortunate position right now where I'm able to synthesize this information in a digestible format for
mhm,
new artists that are
mhm.
coming through our studio. So I guess my vision is to really develop that platform and
Good.
create a community of passionate and supportive artists and creatives that are helping each other move forward in their careers and also lift each other up. Um,
Fantastic.
Trilogy is also an educational facility.
Hmm.
So we want to be able to expose technical teachings, also business, ideas and concepts to people that are just starting out. So
Hmm.
I really see us as kind of a unique teaching music studio that I think the industry is lacking right now, and especially in our DMV, the DC, Virginia, Maryland area. I think we need more of educational resources when it comes to the music business. So I'd like to be
Yeah.
part of building that type of community.
Awesome. 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 That's fantastic. What do you see as the main challenges to accomplish that?
I think the main challenges is kind of reconciling the creativity and the business side
Mm, good.
um, because yeah, when you're in the creative mode, you don't really think about the business.
Yes.
You're so into the business, it
Yes.
kind of puts a pause on creativity.
Yes. 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 Yes.
So I think, if we're able to crack that code and be able to make the business side a little bit more fun and make the creativity just a little bit more serious in terms of like, okay, we've created something here, but how do we actually put it down on paper?
Yes.
Those two things, I think that's one of our challenges, but I think we're developing
Good.
solutions.
Good. Good. So, if you had somebody in front of you that was thinking of going into business today, what advice would you give them?
um, I would say go for it. Take that leap of faith
Mm,
to the unknown because you
hmm.
never know unless you try.
Hmm.
And you don't ever want to have that question like, what if, or, should
Hmm.
I have done that, or shouldn't I have done that? I think be vigilant in terms of your research
Hmm.
and ask questions,
Ah,
connect
good.
with people that
Hmm.
that that are already involved in that type of business that you're looking to get into.
Good.
But the best thing is to actually take that step, whether it's incorporating your LLC or creating your website or connecting with a graphic designer to get a logo, created. Small steps, they add up at the
Hmm.
end of the day. So no matter how small that step is, as long as you take it,
Yeah.
I think you'll be on the right track.
Yeah, this is not leaps over tall buildings. This is
Yeah,
small steps.
the small, exactly. Yeah.
Fantastic,
Mhm.
fantastic. If you were going to start your business over again, knowing what you know now, what would you do differently?
Ooh, yeah. Okay. So that's really a great question because I've actually done that type of reflection a couple months ago.
Mm,
Um, I would say that I would advocate more strongly towards hiring qualified people and consulting with experts that
mm,
that know and
mm.
that can actually help kind of pave that path
Good.
because when we started we did a lot of things in-house and we wore way too many hats, me and my business partners, for the reason of I don't know, not a lot of initial capital funding and not having resources. So we kind of cut some corners in the beginning.
Hmm.
And whenever you cut corners or go for a not so, established or efficient solution, it will backfire at some point.
Hmm.
So I would say, if I were to do it again, I would hire an entertainment lawyer from the very beginning.
Good.
We've waited about a year or so to actually start to consult with lawyers with our business, because we're like, okay, well, the internet has it all, we can figure it out. But that was not a very good decision.
No.
So as soon as we started working with experts in the field, we started to see real change in our
Mm.
organization.
Good, 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 good.
So
Yeah.
invest in expertise, in really demonstrated expertise in the industry that you're working in.
Fantastic. That's a very important learning. That's one that a lot of people really get scared of investing in. I like that. That's fantastic. What's most inspiring to you today?
What's most inspiring to me is honestly the music that gets created in our studio by our artists. Their trust that they place in us to help them
Hmm.
bring their vision to life.
Hmm.
I can't tell you how many times, I was feeling kind of, desperate or sad. And then I hear songs that were made here and
Hmm.
it just brings tears to my eyes because I'm
Oh,
like, wow, we,
fantastic.
we were able to make that song happen, or help make that song happen
Yeah.
based on the resources that we have
Yep.
in our studio. So
Yep.
I think
Fantastic.
music at the end of the day for me is
Awesome. Awesome.
inspires
Awesome.
me.
Awesome. I love it. All right. So, final pair of questions. What offers would you like me to include in the newsletter that this will go out with?
uh about Trilogy and what we do.
Yes.
Well, I would say, Trilogy Sound Studio is a teaching studio in
Hmm.
local Fairfax, DMV area.
Uh-huh.
We provide a unique membership program
Yep.
for independent artists that are looking for creative spaces to create.
Yep.
We also offer courses in audio engineering and music production.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
if people are looking to really learn how to do this themselves, we can help with that. And
Fantastic.
we also offer music business consultations
Hmm.
and the information that is needed for independent artists to know how to get started with their distribution and publishing of their music.
Fantastic. I'm going to pair that up with the other half of the question. What's the best way for people to get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of us by visiting our website,
Okay.
trilogystudio.com. We are on Instagram, we're on LinkedIn. If you Google us, just Trilogy Sound Studio, hopefully we're the first ones that pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find us on the internet, and most of all the social media platforms.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sarah. That has been fantastic. I've really enjoyed this and it's been really informative. So that wraps us up. Nice job.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for taking time.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.